Buenos dias, clase. Good morning. So nice to see you. I have missed your smiling faces. I have missed your stories. I have missed you. And good morning from Mrs. Haen's living room. Here I am with my coffee cup. Here I am with my cozy fireplace. Hello, cozy fireplace. And I am missing you. And I'm happy to say hello to you this morning. All right, shall we see what's in the truck this morning? Ready? Okay, let's see. Something very interesting. So far, can you tell what it is? It looks a little bit like a baby snake, kind of, doesn't it? And I'm going to take it out of here, set the truck right here, and I'm going to hold it a little bit closer so you can see it. See what that is, all right? We're going to do something kind of cool with it, in fact. So I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to hold it up for you to notice some things about it. Do you notice about it? I'll turn it a little bit this way. It kind of looks like a goose right now, in fact, with a beak. And I'm going to do something kind of cool. And I'm going to give you a moment of think time to see if you can figure out what the thing is that's on the front. Okay. All right, I'm going to count to 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. It's possible. And you are right, though. Actually, if you said it's the seed coat. Right here, if I go like this, I can kind of nudge the seed coat off of the seedling. So if I go like this, and there it is. Here's the little seed. And this is what it grew from. So if I hold this up to you guys a little bit, you can see pretty soon it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger. And you kind of maybe noticed that it's growing, and maybe tomorrow we can take a little field trip to my dining room where all my plants are growing. Molly and I decided to make Haen family farms in the dining room, and we planted lots and lots of seeds. But let's take a second here. Let's do some noticing. And I'm going to pause for a minute. I'm going to see if you can notice some things about my seedling. And I call it a seedling because it's just one sprout that started from a seed. And you got to see that seed already. When it was underneath the dirt, the seed popped open. And then the plant began to grow from what was inside of the seed. And that's why you see the seed coating or the shell on the outside of the seedling. So let's see if you can notice some things about it. Interesting. Now, do you also notice that it's growing in a toilet paper container? Yes. And pretty soon, you're going to start to see, in fact, this is kind of cool. Right down here, you can see one of the little roots at the bottom. It's going to go back in its tray, and then its roots are going to be really, really strong. And in fact, I have a very special surprise to tell you about this seedling, is I am growing one for each and every one of you. That means that right now, you're seeing this tiny little seedling. But the next time you see me, guess what I'm going to have for you? I'm going to have a great big pot with your very own sunflower in it. And in the great big pot is not going to be something tiny like this. Over time, they're under my grow lamps, and they're going to grow and grow and grow. And they're going to be bigger. And then you can take it to your home, and you can take it to your yard, or to your balcony, or to the back of your apartment. And you can either put it in the ground, or you can just let it grow in the pot. And it will grow up, and it will stretch toward the sky. Not quite as tall as Jack's beanstalk, but it will fan out its leaves, and the leaves are the part that soak up the sun. And we'll talk about that more on another day, but when they soak up the sun, that's how they get the oxygen and the energy to grow. So today, it's just a little seedling. I'm going to put it back in my truck, and I'll put it back in my dining room and take my truck right over here. In fact, while my truck's over here, I've got this thing and this thing. When seeds are growing, they have to always have to be moist. The soil has to be moist. So right now I'll take it. If we were in our classroom today, which unfortunately we're not, but if we were in our classroom today, I think if our seeds were growing in our classroom, one of the jobs I would give you guys was to water them with squirt bottles. So my job has to be doing that, and Anna and Molly have been really helpful in doing that as well. All right, what shall we sing today? Let's do this one. I'm gonna wrap myself in paper. I'm gonna dab myself with glue. Stick some stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna climb up in your mailbox. I'm gonna tie blue ribbons too. I think it goes, I'm gonna climb up in your mailbox. I'm gonna mail myself to you. When you see me in your mailbox, cut the strings and let me out. Wash the glue off of my fingers. Stick some bubble gum in my mouth. Cut me out of my wrapping paper. Wash the glue off of my head. Fill me full of ice cream soda. Stick me in a nice warm bed. I'm gonna mail my wrapped paper. I'm gonna dab myself with glue. I'm gonna climb up in my mailbox. I'm gonna mail myself to you. If you check the mail, you might want to be careful. You might want to slowly open your mailbox to see if Mrs. Haen is hiding in there today. All right, it's nice to reach out to you. I love you and I miss you, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.